filming over there.
So what was growing up over there like?
Shit, just like everything in the hood. I originally grew up in Compton, but from Compton, I ended up getting kicked out of too many schools, so they ended up moving me to LA. And once I went to LA, I started up over there, ended up getting put on, ended up going through shit as like being a young nigga from the hood.
Okay, so how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got one brother. He in the county for a hot one right now.
You talking about Treyway?
Nah, that ain't my brother.
So he's not technically your brother. I thought he was your brother.
Nah, that ain't my brother.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that's my boy though. We logged in, but that ain't my brother.
But you guys been around each other for so long that
since like
basically brother status?
Like 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you always had both parents around?
I had my mom around, my dad in and out.
Okay.
We kept going back and forth to jail.
What kind of stuff were you getting in trouble that had them like move you to a different school out of Compton and everything?
Really, it's the fighting thing. I got an addiction to fighting. I don't know. I was growing up as a kid, or like with my dad in and out of jail. Like I had to deal with stuff like that, like anger, animosity. So I had to learn how to defend myself, and from there, it just became an addiction.
So you think your dad being locked up was like the root of you having a lot of anger that led to you fighting?
Yeah.
Interesting. What age did your dad get locked up?
Well, since I was 2, he got locked up so many times, just numerous times.
That's interesting because I don't hear a lot of people be honest about the fact that their dad being locked up them up mentally as they get older.
Yeah, like while I was in jail, I was like, I had to sit down and think about it. Like I was just fighting everybody, just doing dumb stuff, breaking shit, smoking.
Would you like to try some of this chicken? It's pasta with asparagus.
No.
Okay.
Popping bars, all type of shit, just basically thinking like this the end of the road, like I'm finna crash out. But then it comes from like, I had to think like, damn, my brother just went to jail for murder 3 months after me. My dad done been like, this shit is like, it's in my blood, like all this anger that we got, it's just.
So if I had asked you throughout your teenage years and shit what you saw for yourself in terms of a future, you wouldn't have really been able to say that you saw much of a future for yourself?
I seen a future, I just don't know what.
It wasn't a positive future?
No, it was positive. I just couldn't, like, it wasn't no set goal, like, this what I want to be in the future. It's just like, in the future I'm gonna be something.
Definitely.
That's what my mindset. My dad always told me like I have to be something. So they really didn't give me no choice.
And what do you think he meant by that in terms of what kind of person he wanted you to be?
He really wanted me to be like a nerdy type, but after I used to get bullied as a kid, so after that bullying stage and I got out of it, then that's when I just became Blockstar.
You kind of just like overcompensated for the fact that you were kind of nerdy as a kid to basically act out?
Yeah, basically.
So what kind of fights were you getting into? Like what was the root of most of them?
Gang fights, females, just everything. I'm kind of disrespectful whenever it comes to men, but like women, I don't disrespect women, but as in men, I don't really like being around so many men. So I get like, I end up starting it, not intentionally, I just get irritated and start reacting, and then essentially lead up to a fight. Or I'll just get off on you, honestly.
Right.
So I get tired of talking. What's gonna happen?
So did you get locked up while you were in high school, or?
I got locked up so many times.
What kind of stuff? Mostly fighting?
I'd been locked up my first time ever going to jail. I got locked up for attempt and assault. I got out. They released me like 7 months. I beat both cases. And then.
So you were how old with an attempted murder charge?
I was like 13, 14.
What happened in that situation?
Gangbanging.
Really? Wow.
That's come with it.
So was that kind of like something that was absolutely around you your whole childhood?
My whole childhood, yeah.
It was always in your face?
Yeah, drug dealing, gang banging, prostitutes, stuff like that. That's always been the environment I grew up in. I never knew nothing else.
And so it's only as you get older that you start to realize that shit's kind of unique and that most people don't grow up around that?
It's like once I get older, it's not that I see like it's most people don't grow up like that. It's just as I get older, I start noticing like the stuff that we go through, like the stuff we went through as kids, don't determine what we'll be in the future. Like it's all depends on you.
That's a fact. So it was always kind of written in stone that you were going to be from Hoover, or was there ever a chance you'd be from somewhere else?
My dad, all my family, they from Anthis Park, Westside Mount Paru, Campanella Park. That's where my family from. I was originally supposed to be a blood, but I'm just wasn't too much into following my family footsteps. I let off my own way.
So who was around you that took you down the Hoover route?
It was my big homie, Big Slap. He in jail for murder too right now. He showed me around, took care of me, made sure I was straight, always had money in my pockets, showed me how to make money, stuff that, like, growing up in the hood, I had to learn, had to figure it out.
And so how did your family react when they realized you were going to be flying a different flag than them?
My mom, when she found out I was gangbanging, she called the police on me. I ran away for like 2 or 3 days. After that, came back, she talked to me, and then she canceled every holiday for I think 2 or 3 years. Every single holiday. Like I wouldn't get shit. My dad, once he got out, he took off with me. And we just ended up fighting.
But there was never a part of you that considered not being from there?
It's a part of me that was like, do I really want this for myself? Like, am I ready for what I signed up for? But then I'm like, if he could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing how much your parents rejected it like that. Like that's crazy to just know that it was that important to them. Because I talked to a lot of people who it seems like they want their kid to not be from a gang or whatever, but once it happens, they don't really go that crazy trying to stop it.
Once like your mom get used to it, seeing you around it, and like she got to do nothing but accept it. Like this your life. It's either you could like not fuck with your son, or you could accept the fact that you gangbang down there. Everybody in LA gangbang. It's like, I don't know. It's like a poison in the city. Once you grow up, start going to these schools, it's mandatory you're going to be in from a hood. It's very few, like 10% that don't gangbang, but down there, everybody that's in LA, down there gangbang, associate, hang around, same shit.
When you say it's a poison, what makes you say that, and when did you start to realize that?
What I mean as a poison, like, example, you know, like candy, it's addictive, right? So basically it's like addictive poison. Like we addicted to it, we like it, but it's slowly bringing us down. Like me, my record is trashed. Like I didn't try everything. Like I didn't went to college. All types of like, I didn't went to trucking school, all etc. It's just like, I'm limited to a lot of things I could be in life because of the choices I made as a kid, and I wasn't fully developed. I really wasn't fully developed to make choices. It was more of I can't say peer pressures, it was more of like a joy. It's like a joy. It's a joy to make money and do the things we do and come back and get recognized. Like, since I always got bullied and never been the center of attention, start doing what I did and becoming the center of attention, that's my poison right there. I became addicted to it, and it led to my downfall.
Yeah, like in the hood, I always hear people say there's only really like 2 ways to get respect, which is violence or going to prison. And then I guess a tiny percentage of people are able to like make it through music or entertainment or college, whatever. Would you agree with that?
You don't get no respect for no music. You don't get no respect for no music. You get respect from how you carry yourself, your demeanor. Like, it's people from every hood that never went to jail, never committed no violence, but at the same time, and people always stand ground. Like, they never let nobody talk to them no type of way. They always stick up for themselves. They never been like, have no smut on their name. They just You know, they from Hoover, they from there, we gonna leave them alone. As long as if you gotta be doing something, like you making money. But you gotta pick something in between this shit. Like we got all type of shit. We got pimps, gang members, drug dealers. Pick if you want to gangbang and be something in life, you could do that. Make the set more noticeable in other places, other areas. Like we don't have no problem tonight. We support that. As you seen the other day, my boys came. My boys, they came support. Feel me? We support anything people are trying to do to bring our community to light, our community to grow into something better, and not just what we see every day. So I've been seeing my whole life.
But your perspective on gangbanging is that there may be like a negative side to it. You call it a poison, but then there's also like a positive side where everybody's trying to support each other and help them win.
It's a positive side. It's a family. It's a family. Like it's just a different type of bond between blood and the people that really have your back. Because some of your blood family ain't gonna do nothing for you. I know if something happens to me today, I know somebody gonna do something for me.
Right. Do you think being from Hoover is way different than being from a lot of other hoods in LA? Like you hear a lot like Hoover's the most hated hood, has the most issues with people.
I mean, I've been around a lot of hoods in different situations. I've seen different politics, different everything. So every hood is different. I feel like our hood, it's just more, we on our own shit. Like we don't want to be around people. We don't want to click up with niggas. We want to gangbang. Like we chose this to take over. We didn't choose this to be friends with you niggas. We chose this to take over. Like we want to own all this shit. Like we want this to be ours. So it's like that's like the biggest difference between us and a lot of hoods. We want everything. They just want to keep their section under control. I want to keep I want everything to be mine and keep it under control into a positive way where it's not no violence going on.
So you're into expansion.
Yeah, basically.
Really?
Is that still the mentality right now, or
That's the mentality I came up with since I've been in jail. Sitting there, like really sitting in there. It really hit me like my last year up in there. It just hit me like, man, like I'm not getting nowhere doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna stay right here with a whole bunch of niggas. Like, so from there, I came up with a plan. I came up with multiple plans. And once I got out, I just started to see which one worked.
So my question is, like, from your perspective, when you were gangbanging in high school and shit, did it feel like you were just a bunch of young kids doing it, or did it feel like there was older dudes that were able to give you guys orders or tell you about different stuff they wanted you to do, or was it really just the kids running shit?
I mean, it depends on who you all are. Me, for example, nobody ever told me go do nothing. I don't know why, but ain't nobody, and if somebody do, they know I'm not finna listen to them. Like who the talking to? You go do it. Or come with me to go do it. That's the best line. Come with me, come do it. Everything else, there's no reason to talk to me if you're not finna come with me and come do anything.
But the young dudes with like a weaker spirit would get kind of suckered into doing.
Yeah, it'd be the weak ones. It'd be the too hyper ones, the ones that like to prove shit to everybody. So it's like that, or I feel like they're going out like they worry about what the next person think. Like I ain't never worried. Well, I used to worry about what the next person think, but now for what? I don't care.
Did you find it kind of intoxicating when you were having people give you respect at a young age for what you were willing to do and everything? Did that kind of infect your mind? And
yeah, it made me feel unstoppable. Like I used to do a lot of crazy shit that I really should have been dead for.
Really?
Like I got lucky. I can't even say luck, but it just wasn't my time.
So you have a lot of different incidents in your mind where you're like, damn, I can't believe I made it out of that?
A lot. Down there every day.
Damn.
like to this day, like still
this day.
lifestyle like that?
To this day, probably not every day now, but every other couple days. Like even before this all blew up. So that's why, like, as y'all see, like, it don't faze me. I don't mind coming up here speaking. I don't mind coming for what? I go through this shit every day. This is not nothing like I ain't new to. I'm from Hoover.
So jail don't really help because like a lot of people say that jail is like
Jail make you
rehabilitation.
worse. Jail make you worse. I don't care what nobody say. Jail make you worse. Being in a big box with multiple cells, stuck in there with all niggas for you don't know how long. Enemies, niggas that's weird. Like it's all type. It's all you get. It's like 10 emotions you dealing with. Like 10, like 20 emotions you dealing with all at once. Because you watching everybody, you gotta watch how people move. You gotta learn how people move.
Yeah.
You gotta, cause like shit pop off any moment. People face expressions just change, and you gotta catch on to it. You don't catch on to it, like it's gonna be bad. So yeah, like that jail, it don't help. It makes you more mad. It makes you more angry.
So you got locked up a bunch of times throughout high school before this
I got
most
locked
recent
up at
bid?
least like 10 times.
And your first one, you said you was for like another murder charge,
It was it's attempt.
attempt murder.
Yeah.
And what about some of the other charges that you got charged with? Like,
Assault, robbery, burglary.
So you were taking shit more often than not.
Yeah, that's how I know how to get money. That's how I learned. That's what, like, somebody taught me that. That's the only thing I knew. I was too young to get a job. I'm tired of living.
and how old are you right now?
I'm 21.
21. So what age do you feel like you essentially like jumped off the porch?
I'm like 15. I
And
started gaming at like the end of my end of me being 13, and I officially like full fledged with it, like just like whatever happens, like 15.
And that's when you started racking up all those different cases at that age, or
It's not me racking up the cases. It's just me like doing shit, like just me trying to figure stuff out every day, daily. Daily basis. Like, I don't know, I don't like to be broke. That's not I like to do stuff. I like to be able to just spend money. So that was the fastest, easiest way I knew.
yeah.
I ain't have no father in my ear telling me like, this is how you, well, my father showed me ways to get money and stuff, try to keep me away from it. But he ain't just laid it out for me and just like, start making your money. Nobody ever laid it out for me. So if you ain't gonna lay it out for me, I'm gonna go lay it out for myself.
Was there anybody like from your area who you were seeing having success with anything outside of the streets? Anybody who you were kind of looking at as like a positive role model, or was that just totally foreign to you at that time?
Nah, I ain't have nobody really that positive. I got a couple family members that's like real estate agents, lawyers, DAs, all type, but that side of the family, I'm not really a family person, so I don't be in their face. Like, they know me, they know of me, like, they love me and etc., but I'm not my everyday family.
How did you and Treyway 6K become so close?
He had got out of jail, like, so he had did, I think, like, a year, 2 years in camp. He did some long, like, I don't know, he did a minute up in there, and then once he got out, my first day that he got out, boom, he banged on me. I told him my first name was Tiny Slapping App. So I told him like Tiny Slapping App.
That's a crazy ass name.
So from there, he like basically like, oh yeah, like we don't bunk like you. Cause like at the time it's not that many young niggas from the set. So me and him like the first two. So we over there like just chopping up, and then we start going doing dumb shit, tagging everywhere, just doing dumb shit to get in trouble, to just being something. So yeah, but he keep going back to jail. He always in jail.
Right.
Like, well, I'm in jail too a lot, but he in jail way more than me.
Right, but he has so much potential as a rapper.
Oh yeah, he for sure. Like his rapping,
Yeah.
he's different. He got it's a unique flow to it. Like it's a couple rappers that got unique flows to them. So like Baby Money, I fuck with Baby Money hard.
Baby
He got
Money
a
hard.
unique flow. Well, Young Thread, he got a different flow. Wally the Sensei, he got a different flow. There's a couple rappers I fuck with that got different flows. YS, my
Shout
boy.
out YS.
Yup, that's my boy. He got a different flow. He hard. He come more aggressive. He go throw it full like he don't care. He throw his life right there. Like he make people feel it.
Right. But since you met, like, when you met Treyway, you guys were all both from Hoover already?
Yeah, we was both from Hoover.
I mean, he's like one of the more disrespectful young rappers out of LA.
He more of aggressive. He's an aggressive person.
You always been on that type of time though, like in terms of your attitude on people that you don't get along with?
I mean, I can't say always. It's a couple like incidents where like it's like, man, like I ain't worried about you type shit. But that's only for the people that don't like it. Like, nigga, you ain't never did nothing to me. You ain't never did nothing to say. You ain't never did nothing to none of my people. Like, nigga, I ain't got time to play with you right now. I'm finna go, like, get it, like, with these niggas, the older niggas, the niggas that's really out here that's doing shit, that's really making my people feel it. I'm finna make them people feel it. So,
Gotcha. Okay, so I guess we're kind of getting to the point where we gotta start talking about this other shit, because you said, like, when you got into this one case, you were 15.
Yeah.
So you're still at
Well,
a super
16.
16.
That's when you caught your first attempt.
Well, my first attempt, I was 14, 14.
All right, so break down that situation. What happened? As much as you can speak about it.
It was just a situation like,
In LA or?
it was in Compton. It was a situation where, nigga, like, I don't know, he told a nigga, like, we getting into it, and he told a nigga, go get blower. So I reacted. I gotta, like, what I'm supposed to do, not react, let him go get blower.
So you were beefing or arguing with somebody, and they told their homie to go get a blower, so you
Yeah.
decided to
Enemy type shit.
take the situation into your own hands rather than letting them go get ready?
Well, why do I gotta let him get ready? You go get ready, don't tell me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get ready. If I'm really finna go do something, I'm finna tell you, hey, I'm finna, nah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it is? I know what it is. We arguing, right? All right. For sure, we know. All right. And then, nigga way older than me. I was 13, 14. Like, what the fuck I was supposed to do?
How'd you end up getting caught?
They just, I don't know. They just arrested me. They arrested me for the assault at first, but went to jail. I'm sitting there for like 2 or 3 weeks. They bring up the attempt. They like, oh, like, you got court today. And I was looking like, I don't got court till like next week. They like, you got court for this new case. We don't know what it is. So I'm like, all right, go to court. And they telling me, I'm just looking like I'm fucked, like, it is what it is.
But you beat that one somehow.
Yeah, they didn't. The first of all, the nigga's still alive, and then they rewind the cameras. So it's basically like self-defense type shit.
Oh, really? Wow.
So like they couldn't really do shit to me. And it's like I'm a little ass kid. This a grown ass man. Nigga 3 times my size. Like I feel like, wouldn't y'all feel intimidated?
Oh, yeah, for
Niggas
sure.
3 times your size standing over you, your enemy arguing with you. I don't know. I feel like when I get nervous, I react.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Nervous, react. I don't like having butterflies. I don't like feeling tingly. I'm a react.
Definitely. So, okay, the night of this situation, there's been a lot of talk about exactly what y'all were up to in that moment, whether it was a robbery or if there was somebody that basically paid y'all to go do something. How would you describe what was going on that night? Maybe even just like take us through the day if you want.
Well, I'm not finna get into detail about too much, but it was a robbery. Nobody did none of that. That's all false information. It's a lot of pages that's like giving out false information, YouTube's, like the vlog, false, like they don't know nothing, y'all don't know nothing y'all talking about, y'all just assuming, and y'all just putting shit together as y'all going around, like, and then like the way they bring up the situation, and they be saying like rest in peace to them, they be disrespectful themselves. They be like I don't know. I just feel like if that was my boy and they're posting them and speaking on a situation like that, like I feel like you my op too.
What's the disrespectful part?
Just like I didn't like, so my manager had me watch a couple videos and shit.
And you hadn't seen these videos until you got out of jail?
I seen a couple videos in jail for sure, but I'm not on no. I don't like watching it. Like watching people just talk about me.
Yeah.
Like that shit. Like it's cool. Like I don't feel like they're not gonna get a reaction out of me. It's like I want to watch a nigga talk shit about me. Like.
But they be putting it together with like saying that there was, you know, a bag with an address that was posted online. There was a photo of him and his friend where you could see the address in the background. Is a lot of that not true? It's just people putting shit together after the fact?
Oh, that part I can't speak about because I don't know how the address got. I don't know I don't know that part. So I can't even speak on that. I'm not finna share lies to nobody.
Yeah, because what they were trying to say, there was two different scenarios that went on. Mike D, which is Pop Smoke's homie, he had posted a picture outside of the house, and then there was a bag that had a Mary's on it that had the address as well. So with that being said, it sounds like it was like a flocking situation that gone bad. But were you guys fans of Pop Smoke at the time, like to be keeping up with his page, and like was it through Mike D's page or Pop Smoke that the logo got dropped?
I didn't know him at all. I didn't know of him. I probably seen one picture of him before, and it's like I thought he was a model. I was like, well, you got a good modeling career going on. I mean, I thought he was just on that route, but then all this happened. I'm like, I wake up in the morning. I don't even wake up. I didn't go to sleep. I'm just like, damn. I'm just lost.
So you didn't know that it was going to be that big a deal until it starts popping up in the media and stuff the next day?
Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was connected to. I don't know where he was from. I didn't know shit. All I knew is what I knew. And that's what I made my decision based off. And I was high too. I was off of Bert. So I wasn't really fully aware of anything. Well, too much. So.
And all the dudes you were with were like approximately your age?
Around.
Had y'all gone on missions like this before?
Next question.
So it wasn't a situation where, because a lot of people were trying to, so when the situation did happen, it was a lot of speculation of what happened, and there was two people in the house that night with Pop Smoke that people thought backdoored them and shit. So you saying that you didn't know any of the people in the house at all?
Nobody backdoored nobody. Let's clear that up. Nobody, I know that 100% for sure. Nobody backdoored nobody. That female, I can't speak too much on it, but she don't know what she's talking about at all.
As far as what did she say that you
She
seen?
came out at one point and basically acted as if she believed that it was a backdoor situation, and she tried to call out the Mike D dude and like act like he was being shady, but it never really seemed like that was accurate. You're saying that that's true, that
that's
y'all did not know him, because how the bunch of 15-year-old kids from LA be in touch with older Brooklyn Crip dudes? That just like seemed like a stretch from the beginning, right?
Exactly. Well, I'm not saying it's impossible to know, but we didn't know that nigga. I don't even know what he looked like. I don't even know what the female looked like.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, I don't wake up in the morning and pay attention to this situation. It's in the back of my head, like, what I did, like, feel me? But I'm not every day, that's what they post and what they talk about. I just let social media be social media. Yeah, they want a reaction, I'm not gonna give it to y'all. So I just let them do what they do. You're not getting a reaction out of me.
Right. And so, I mean, I don't know exactly like what you're going to be comfortable talking about, but everybody keeps saying that you were the trigger man. Is that accurate?
Next question.
Can't talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
Even if you wasn't the trigger man, I feel like, because a lot of people were saying it was a robbery gone wrong. No one was intended to get hurt that night.
Nobody's intended to get hurt. Nobody.
So do you feel like drugs played a part in the situation? Like why did he end up getting shot anyway? Like why? Especially
I don't feel like the drugs was part of the situation. I just feel like, I don't know, we was just kids being kids from the hood, and too much movement. That's all, too much movement.
as a movement from Pop Smoke
Movement from everybody.
in the house.
Too much shit going on. It was too much shit going on. So it's just like, It wasn't intentionally. We wasn't on that.
You were picturing it just being a in and out type of situation, or you didn't even know they were going to be home, right?
I didn't even know they was gonna be home. Honestly, I didn't know. Once I got there, and I got the dribble. No, like kid,
Yeah.
like what some petty ass 5-6 months for a robbery. I ain't worried about it.
Did you feel emboldened as a 15-year-old because you knew that even if you did get caught for some crazy shit, that you're going in for a few years and then you're getting out?
Nah,
You hadn't even thought about it?
when I waited there, it wasn't a few years that you get it out. It wasn't none of that. While I waited there, the first words I heard from I first had a public defender. First words I heard from the public defender was, "You probably never see light again."
Even as a 15-year-old, they told you that right away.
At 16.
16.
Well, I was 17 because they arrested me right after my birthday. So from hearing that, like, that right there just broke me. Like, never coming home. And I'm just like, it's what it is. Like, I can't do shit about it no more.
How many days later did it take for you to get arrested? Because what they said, it was anonymous tips from New York.
It was a minute. They took a minute.
Yeah, nobody who knew who did it for like months after it happened, right?
5-6 months. They didn't arrest us for a minute.
And you were thinking you got away with it?
I didn't think I got away with it. I was up like every day, like looking out my window, like every time I hear sirens, I'll wake up in my sleep and look outside the window. Like, I never thought I got away with it. I got too comfortable, yeah.
What do you mean by too comfortable?
I just allowed myself to, the way I was moving, I allowed myself, basically, like, I had my phone on me, the same, like, I should have got rid of that phone. I'm just being young, like, man, like, police ain't know what they talking about. Niggas ain't got shit on me. I mean, like, feel me, but outside in the back of my mind, like, fuck, like, they probably got something, but they still ain't have nothing. Like, when I was up in there, they have nothing on me. Nothing.
And so are you just like sitting around the house kind of hiding out a little bit, and you're looking at social media, and I'm sure you're like realizing how much this meant to so many people?
I woke up, I said woke up, I didn't even wake up. I had to go to school the next morning. I go to school the next morning, I step into my classroom, the teacher put it right there on the big screen.
Damn. So what grade are you in at this time?
I was like 10th grade, 11th, 10th, yeah, 10th.
And the teacher's talking about it.
Teachers talking about
So literally the next day after Pop Smoke was killed, you went to
Same
school.
day.
The same day.
Same day.
You went to school and they're talking about it in the classroom.
in the class.
And you having a guilty conscience in the classroom.
I honestly don't remember how I felt.
Yeah.
I just looked at it and just like, I didn't make no face expression, nothing. I just looked at it. Like, what can I do? What can I say? What can I, like, I can't go back in time.
Another major thing from the whole scenario is they say that that you guys robbed Pop Smoke for a watch and y'all pawned it for $2,000. So with that being said, it was four of y'all split 4 ways. That's $500. Was it worth it?
The social media don't know what they're talking about. And no, it wasn't worth, nothing's worth another person's life.
But that thing about the watch is cap?
That's cap. They don't know what they're talking about. They just, like, I was watching that shit yesterday. That was like my 3rd time hearing it, so I was in jail. They was telling me, like, oh, you, like, what? Like, you niggas don't know what y'all talking about. And then I was watching a video with my manager yesterday. I seen that shit. I'm just like, the media come up with anything to say. Like,
So you're saying the rumors about the watch, y'all only getting $2,000 is cap?
that's all cap.
Because the night Pop Smoke was killed, he had a whole bunch of money that he was showing on Instagram. He had chains on and stuff too. So I don't know where the rumor came from, but people were just saying that y'all only made off with $2,000. Well, with the watch. So that's all cap.
From the police report, they said that it was like, I don't know, say 3,000 worth of cash up in there, chains and shit, and the watch was stolen, but that 2,000 shit, that's cap. and split in 2004 ways, 500, 500. Even being young, I'm not going for it. I ain't stupid. And nah. But next question.
So pretty soon after you got caught, there came this video of you kind of throwing up gang signs and shit to the camera and not seeming terribly repentant. It feels like you're, it didn't seem like you were sorry or anything for what you had done.
No, I know what that word means. I'm talking about what video.
Oh, he wasn't the one in the video. Was it somebody else? There was like a video that came out like right after it happened that was like billed as Pop Smoke's killer FaceTimes from jail or some shit like that. It's been so long since I've seen it.
There was a few jail videos.
I know it's multiple of us that got posted. So
okay, that one wasn't you.
If it's me throwing up gang signs video, like I'm from over, I'm gonna throw up my gang signs regardless. I don't care where I'm at, who I'm around. I don't care if Barack Obama around me. I'm gonna throw up the set. Like I'm from over, so it's not me being not feeling bad about the situation and shit. Like I'm still gonna rap what I gotta rap. Like if I'm on the phone with my people, I'm on the phone with my people. I ain't gonna seem sad. Like, well, I don't wanna bring my family down while I'm in jail. Like every phone call, I made sure I'm excited. And I didn't really hop on the phone like that. I went months, down there a year without calling my family. I don't like talking over the phone. Ever since I read like that discovery paper and like start growing up, like really studying my discovery, I don't like phones. Like I haven't been on my social media. Ever since all that happened, like I post and get off. I haven't been on it. I haven't looked at it. Haven't seen him text me.
Is this too much bullshit?
I just don't really care for the social media shit. Everybody say I'm chasing clout. I don't care about no clout.
Cause
I care about the money.
And another video went viral. I guess you were like eating pizza. Was that you in the video? Like you was eating pizza? Yeah, because a lot of people were upset.
It was like a photo, right?
He has a photo. That video, that picture, that's me in jail. Like every situation, I make the best of it. I was regular. I had pizza, I had burgers, I had tacos, I had everything. Yeah, I was in jail, but I had access to a lot of things: phones, wax pens, puff bars. That was the way I am, my personality. Yeah, for the situation, a lot of people looking at me like I'm a bad guy, but you don't know me. You know me as a person. A lot of people really f with me, like so. Me going up into juvenile halls the way I am, and then like I'm in there fighting. I can't say I was running shit, but I'm low key like niggas know like he got drugs, he got this. The staff gonna listen to him. The staff gonna let him get away with shit. Like, feel me? So yeah, I was just getting everything. We had tattoo gun in there. I didn't got caught with over like 20 phones.
In like a 4-year span? Or
not even a 4-year
not
span.
Even 4?
Like my 2 years, I didn't get no drugs, no nothing. But once I hit 19, I don't know, I just got wise and I just started really like conversating with people, figuring things out, and just start getting everything I want up in there. It just really never became a problem for me, and it became normal. I got a skillet up in there and we was cooking every day. We got TVs up in there. We got PS4 up in there. We all smoking in the middle of the day room. All that. I got videos of everything and all. Like, it was like basically being out. It's just being around a whole bunch of niggas.
It's crazy because like when you're locked up, everybody obviously is just trying to have the best quality of life that they can. But then when somebody gets locked up for something that the people like decide that they don't like you for, they'll see any little thing, any little luxury that you're getting in there, even if it's a pizza, and they'll just use that to be like, how the f is he able to have this kind of accommodation?
Yeah, they do. Social media.
But so you're young and you go in on this super high profile case, but obviously you're in LA, so it's not like it would be like if you got locked up in Brooklyn. It's like how did people treat you and how did they seem to regard you, given that you were so young and were accused of doing something so outrageous? I
mean, they ain't really treat me no different. I went up in there and for me everything was how it's supposed to be, as it's being for go in, run my fades, chill. Some staff like act kind of weird, but as time went by and they got to know me, be around me, they started f***ing with me. So it was just ended up being like, of course, like they be like, oh, he high profile, keep like. But other than that, they wasn't really treating me different.
You never saw "He Who Shall Not Be Named" in there? Mr. Forehead Tattoo.
Forehead tattoo. Forehead tattoo.
Nah, cause you was in juvie, right?
I was in Julie.
Oh, right. Never mind. My bad.
Like, don't get me started, okay?
That would be the ultimate fade, though.
Man, man. Fight. I'm not finna fight nobody retarded.
Oh, shit.
I ain't got like. I ain't gonna play with that.
I know you said that a lot of people look at you like a bad person. Do you feel like a bad person?
I feel like the things I did as a kid, things I did when I was young, I for surely I understand what people saying. I was a bad person. I was a terrible person, honestly. No, that's how I had to be. If not, it's like you get thrown in the Shark Tank. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I eat sharks. I don't care. Like, throw me in the Shark Tank, whatever it is.
I mean, one thing that stands out to me about it is that we are coming off like 15 years of rap music coming out of LA that really glamorizes home invasions. And like, there's a bunch of different rappers that we can all name who have made a lot of money off of pushing narratives about how fun it is to rob people's cribs. And that your situation is not that different from a lot of other people who've done a lot of other shit. It just went left one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people that's in my situation. It's just time passed and people just not really looking at them. It's not on them. Just mine's just fresh. So everybody want to know what's going on, feels how they feel. But social media, like I said, they social media.
Do you fear for your life?
No.
How come you had all that security with you outside the store the other day?
It's just like, I mean, that's really how I move every day. If it's not real security, like, I'm with my boy, I'm with somebody or something, like, that's how I move every day, so it's not me being scared.
What about even like your probation officer or parole officer, whoever that was, telling you that they were scared for your life? Do you take that serious?
I mean, yeah, let's touch on that subject. Everybody may seem like I cut my house or his bracelet off for no reason. They don't know the situation. I've been out for 10 months, by the way. I've been out for a minute. Well, probably 11 months. Yeah, going on 11 months.
I had so many people hitting me up about that, and I had to tell them like, you've been out for a minute.
I've been low, like I tried to be a regular civilian.